That's really good. That might be even better than the 4 that we tried before.
Paul. He's lending his palate to us for the true finesse of coffee because he's an expert on everything beverage related. First, we're doing Rosebud, which you already knew.
Is that, where do you get that one from? West Coast?
No, this is Hidden Grounds.
Oh,
the guy's here.
Nice.
So we did Rosebud because we've had that several times. Solid, reliable supplier over here in New Jersey.
I want to see it.
Oh. So we were using different beans than I typically have, or I guess I've had them a lot in the past. So it was just about getting the extraction right. So we did 4 different runs of it to get it dialed in. We have 2 cups of espresso, one from the Key Grinder, the other from the Breville grinder.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the difference.
There's an A and a B. It's ground. It's ground basically to the same grind size. Comparable weights, like inputs, outputs, comparable weights, comparable time. So the only difference is like basically particle size distribution. Theoretically, that would change how it kind of was extracted.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
We have an A and B. I was gonna say you go first, and then I'll probably follow because I'm curious too.
Okay. So it's just decide what we like better, or what we think is more extracted, less extracted, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to give like notes on how you feel about it.
Okay.
Or if you want to say like ultimately which one you like the most. Just don't rub off the letters.
That's really good. That might be even better than the 4 that we tried before.
Good. I've been getting it more dialed in.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the B now. Ooh, the smell on this.
And you can take like other factors too, like if you want to do like aromas or texture or whatever it is.
They're both pretty close. The B, I was getting a little more earthy woodiness out of it.
Okay.
But they both had a good amount of fruitiness too.
Yeah. And you're saying you like the earthy woodiness, or you're saying you're not sure?
I like both actually so far. They're both pretty close. This one tastes a little cleaner, a little brighter, a little more fruity.
Yeah.
Overall acidity, I can't tell which one's more acidic or which one's more bitter. Wow.
There's no wrong answer.
Both really close.
I was saying, there's no wrong answer.
What are you getting differences?
I'm not going to skew you, am I?
Oh, no. I don't really have that much differences between them, so.
If you look at it, like there's more crema in the first one. Like it definitely has like more of that kind of like texture to it. Whereas like the B is a little bit more thinner. I don't want to say watery because it still has like all the flavor profile, but it is like kind of like a simpler texture. But I think kind of like you said, I can't tell the difference between acid too much. It feels about the same.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say, I do feel like B is just a little bit lighter, like less going on. But I mean, I wouldn't complain about either of these.
Yeah, and you don't know either. You're blind on which one's which.
No, I know.
Which grinder? Oh, you do.
Well,
know?
I have to know because I
I
have to be
guess.
double blind.
Yeah, true.
And then we would never.
We needed Elisa to do it.
I know.
All right, let me try one more time. So sometimes the temperature changed. I noticed before they changed like how you perceive the bitterness or sourness. Just tasting it again, I almost got a tiny bit of herbal, grassy, vegetable, and a little pyrazine. Now that it cooled down.
Pyrazine.
I can almost get a little bit from A also, so it's definitely the same beans, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, has to be.
I was gonna say it has more of like maybe like a little of like the sandalwood like thing going on.
Ooh.
In this, not like crazy, but something that's like maybe a little bit more like clovey or cinnamony. You know, that's what I think I'm getting more than.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see that more than the first one. I'm definitely getting like a fuller, creamier, a little more chocolatey latte. Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, both very close. At first, I couldn't tell which one I liked best, but now that it's cooling down, I think I like better.
Okay. If you had to give it a scale of like 1 to 10, where does it rate on that scale of 10 versus like
if I had to guess out of 10, like maybe 7, 7.5 on this, and maybe 8 on that.
Okay. So like they're very close to each other, but there is like just subtle differences.
You can definitely tell a difference. But both are good. I
was gonna say, you're not gonna offend me.
Yeah.
Because it really comes down to, I guess, more the profile of the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want the reveal?
Yeah.
A is the Key Grinder. B is the Breville.
Then that's what you'd almost want to see, right? Because you just have a new awesome grinder. You'd hope that would give you a better... Okay, well, then we both like that one better.
Well, and I was going to say, just even if you took the flavor profile out of it entirely, I mean, just went like based on the texture alone, like there's nothing I could do to change that, right? Mm-hmm. It really comes down to how it's getting, like how that shot's getting pulled. And maybe I could like tweak the B, but it would be a longer extraction to get that same sort of a texture out of it. Mm-hmm. So then that's going to change the flavor profile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like, obviously you have like such a good uniform particle size that it's like extracting better than
you get
the Breville was.
Little fuller and a little cleaner somehow.
Yeah, it has more body and more clarity, whereas this is like, I don't want to say it was watery. And like if it started to come out as like a watery shot, I was like, I'll kill it early in case that was like a potential, but it wasn't. So, woohoo.
Yeah, both are great, but A is best.
I mean, if you're crazy into coffee, it's a law of diminishing returns because it's expensive. But if you care about coffee, it could be worth it. Yeah. Especially if it's for a lifetime. Yeah. So I guess we'll find out if this thing works.
Yeah, a little bit has me feeling good.
Thank you so much for your tasting.
Yeah,
thanks for your palate.
Anytime.
We'll do this again.
I can't make espresso at my place, so anytime.
All right. Which one? Are you going to finish anything or no?
Take care.
Signing out.